For more from our latest CBS News poll, we turn to our Executive Director of Elections and Surveys, Anthony Salvanto. So, Anthony, how are people feeling about the economy?
I'll start with prices because that's where people tell us they start. They see prices as still high. They expect prices to keep going up. In some respects, that's not new. That's been the case for years, but that's rather the point. Things haven't changed. So the ratings are still very low for the economy. On another front, the stock market's going up. There's been an AI boom helping fuel that. But people have very mixed views of the U.S. job market, and part of that is they think AI may come along and take their jobs, they tell us, right? Now, here's how that all plays politically, Margaret, and that is on ratings for handling the economy, handling inflation. The president's ratings have been ticking down through the course of his term and continue to do so. That's a big reason that he won a year ago. That's one of the things people tell us.
The economy.
On the economy. People tell us today they still rate him on that and on handling immigration, where he does relatively a little bit better, especially with the base. But what I did was I asked people, okay, compared to a year ago, do you think the president is trying to keep his campaign promises? And most people say yes. There's a but there, and there's a substantial number who say, but his approach isn't what they expected, and they're more mixed on that. So they see, and some give credit for trying, but for things like tariffs as it regards to the economy, the approach is much more mixed, and that underlines all those ratings for him.
So we have an election in some states Tuesday. What should we be watching for?
Well, he will certainly be a factor. I think the question for Democrats as you watch these races is, can they just run against him? So what I did was I asked folks to compare nationally Donald Trump's approach and what they perceive as the Democrats' approach. And Donald Trump still leads the Democrats on those measures for the economy and on immigration. And what that tells you is it may be, as you watch these races, Democrats can't just run against Donald Trump. They've got to have ideas of their own. We will see these races as sort of testing labs for what the parties may do ahead of 2026.
We'll be watching that closely. Anthony Salvanto, busy week for you.
Indeed.
We'll be right back.